in-house analyst on today's program. Doctor, say something to the listeners.
Good evening. Thank you for staying tuned.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for being here with us. Yes, like we all know, we are taking it down here to 6 p.m. So by 5, I'll be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. So let's get started. Don't forget we're streaming live on YouTube as VOP Live 90.3 FM. You all know how we do it on Recap. But for listeners just joining us today, we take a look at some of the stories that made headlines during the week. It's a way of keeping you updated with the news. Now let us dive into the stories of today. I read out the news headlines of today. Number 1, we're going to be discussing on Nigeria to provide world's largest workforce by 2050. This statement was made by Tinubu. The second story we're going to be discussing today is mayhem in Lagos as thugs invade ADC rally for Peter Obi. Roads Vivo made this statement. Ezekwesili Bakare identified corruption, poor leadership as Nigeria's greatest challenges. Protests erupt over El-Rufai's visits to Imo for Udeniwu lectures. This is the fourth story. The fifth story we're going to be looking at today says Obi whips over killing of 100 persons in a week. Says Nigeria now in full-blown emergency. Then the final story we're going to be looking at today is Tinubu orders FEC committee to crash food prices. These are the stories we're going to be looking at today, and I'm telling you, I'm also asking you to tell a friend, tell families that it is time to tune in and hear what we have to say today. These stories are interesting ones, and we'll also like you to participate and also give your suggestions, your takes about the stories we're going to be discussing today. Now let us go fully into the details of the story. The first story says, Nigeria to provide world's largest workforce by 2050. Sorry, there was a little disruption. Nigeria to provide world's largest workforce by 2050. This statement was made by Tinubu. I read the details. President Bola Tinubu has declared that Nigeria is on track to becoming the nation with the world's largest workforce by 2050, stressing that his administration is working assiduously to unlock the potential of the country's young population to drive growth, innovation and global competitiveness. Tinubu, represented by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, stated this on Tuesday at the 18th Annual Banking and Finance Conference of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, CIBN, held in Abuja. He said the government has embarked on far-reaching reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy, promoting investments and ensuring that Nigerians at home and abroad can benefit from opportunities across critical sectors. According to him, his administration's bold decision, particularly on subsidy removal and exchange rate unification, were taken to create a resilient economy capable of attracting global investors and providing sustainable jobs for millions of Nigeria. Tinubu said, "Our young population is an asset. By 2050, Nigeria will provide the largest workforce in the world. That is why we are making investments on education, infrastructure, and digital skills to prepare our youth for the opportunities of tomorrow." Doctor, what's your take on the story?
That is what an Englishman calls balderdash.
Balderdash.
What Tinubu and his ministers are doing are just building castles in the air, building mansions in the air. They have no strategy. They have no roadmap for anything. All they are just doing is talking and talking, no action. As we said in the morning, there are over 80 million unemployed youths in Nigeria, over 80 million. And there's no arrangement, there's no preparation for even half of them to be employed in that next 25 years. Instead of employing, there will be those who are employed now will be going out of job, out of business. Because now no business is making profit in this country. No business is making profit in this country. Before, about 10 years ago, to clear a container at the port is about 200,000. Today it's about 20 million naira to clear a container from the port. And last week they just increased the port fare. So which means things are going from bad to worst. So it is only those who don't research, those who don't study, those who don't know what is going on that they can deceive, not me. So in 2050, that's about 25 years from now.
Yeah.
If there are 10 million Nigerians employed, there will not be up to 4 million working if Tinubu remains in power for the next 6 years, because he has no answer to anything. Onebitendu, that's in the 70s. In the 70s, that's seeing cars on the road in China was rare. Seeing cars on the road in China was very rare. It was only that's a very high civil servants that have cars. Understand me? Very, very rare for you to see cars on the road in China because of the type of economy they are practicing, which doesn't allow private ownership of properties. That's communism. China has nobody has a car of his own except highly paid civil servants. Nobody, they don't even have a single millionaire, let alone billionaire in the 70s. Understand? But from 1979, a man came and changed the economy of the country, and by 2023, China has over 270 million cars. China become the second largest economy in the world. China have the second biggest number of billionaires outside United States. This is just a vision of one man. In the 70s, Nigeria was ahead of China. Nigeria was ahead of Singapore. Nigeria was ahead of Malaysia. Nigeria was ahead of Brazil. The Brazil that Tinubu has gone to beg to come and invest in Nigeria. Those who have their phones can Google the economy of Brazil, the economy of China, the economy of Malaysia, Singapore in the 70s with that of Nigeria. We were ahead of these people. But today, Tinubu is going up and down, begging these people to come and invest in Nigeria. So what he's doing is building mansions in the air, talking without action. So the issue is this: there can never be development where there's insecurity. There can never be development where there's a epileptic power supply. 2 days ago, the next governor of Oyo State, because they are going to rig the election for him, Adebayo, who is now our power minister, said that we are going to have a steady power supply with 4,500 megawatts. That we are going to have a steady power supply with 4,500 megawatts. Why? What will give Lagos State and Don steady power supply is 2,700 megawatts. Then when you remove 2,700 from 4,500, that's now for the remaining 35 states. So These people, you will see that all they are doing is to deceive those who don't know. For Nigeria to begin to experience steady power supply, we need from 20,000 megawatts of electricity. From 20,000 megawatts of electricity. South Africa has over 40,000. South Africa. Egypt has between 40,000 50,000. The same thing with Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco. And we are calling ourselves the giant of Africa. And somebody is telling you that with 4,500 megawatts, we are going to have a steady power supply for a population of more than 200 million. So this tells you one that they don't even understand the basics. They don't even understand so when they go to an occasion, whatever comes to their mind, they will say people will clap their hands. Understand? Not that they love them, but maybe something will come out of it. Understand? So by 2050, Nigeria will be worse off if this man continues in office. But because one, which infrastructure is he talking about? Where is it being built? We are still having a national grid collapse here and then. Why is it collapsing? 4 reasons. One, this national grid was built when the population of Nigeria was just 56 million. That's when this grid was built. So it was built for 56 million people. But now we are times 4 of that national grid. So it is now overwhelmed. Understand? It is now overwhelmed. What is meant for 56 million people now being shared by 200 and something. And this 4,500 megawatts that we have now is what Jonathan left in 2015. Which means from 2015 till now, they have not added a single megawatt. From 2015 up till now, they have not added a single megawatt. If they are researching, if Nigerians are researching, Obasanjo came with a proposal of 10,000 megawatts. Olusegun Obasanjo. Then, but when he was leaving office, when I talk with data, I talk with statistics. When Obasanjo was leaving office, he left at 3,000 megawatts, which means that dream of 10,000 megawatts was not achieved. So when Umaru Musa Yar'Adua came into power in 2007, he felt that 10,000 megawatts is a tall dream. He said, okay, let us bring it down to 6,000 megawatts. So by 2009, when Umaru Musa Yar'Adua died, we had 4,000 megawatts, which means he added 1,000 megawatts. Jonathan now pushed it to 4,500 in 2015. And from that 2015 up to today, it is still that 4,500, which means for the 8 years of Buhari in office and APC in office, they never added a single megawatt. Because as we speak, we are still having that 4,500 megawatts for a population that is increasing on a daily basis. That's why businesses are not growing in the country. And somebody is now telling you that by 2050 we are going to have the world largest workforce. What made China what it is today is because China was able to turn their large population into productivity. And for you to be able to do that, you must have steady power supply. And China now came up with what they call one family, one product. One family, one product. So when the P2B was talking about production instead of consumption, it is production that made China the second largest economy in the world, because everybody is producing. One family, one product. One family, one. So everybody is producing. But in Nigeria, everybody is consuming. So do you see the difference between China and Nigeria? So when somebody say that it's going to ask yourself, what are the yardstick? So there's nothing that Tinubu has shown that will increase employment by even 1,000. That's real employment. Forget about this audio fake employment that you hear that's on the social media. It doesn't happen anywhere. The only people that are being employed are those touts they are using on the social media to be attacking P2B. That is the only people that are getting jobs, and those that they are paying 20,000 to be calling on radio stations. No skilled labor is going on in the country. I want anybody to prove me wrong on this. Let me know where those people are where they are working, because companies are folding on a daily basis. Go to Owode and see what is going on there. Go to Owode and see what is going on there. So for me, it is just another of his living on hope. Understand? Living on hope. And everybody knows that hope is not a strategy. Hope does not put money in the bank. You cannot go to the bank and tell bank manager, I'm hoping that to get so and so, give me a loan. They will tell you that hope doesn't work here. But those who are supporting Tinubu, hope is working for them, which is very, very unfortunate. So hope is not a strategy. So when they come with their renewed hope, I know that it is 419, it is propaganda. Understand me? Because hope cannot cash a check in the bank. Hope cannot borrow money in the bank. And 2027, he's coming again with rekindled hope.
Doctor. All right, thank you so much for that, analyst. Because of time, we're really going to go to the second story, because I think you've analyzed it all. If you're just joining us, this is Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we'll give you the news that made headlines during the week. We just finished discussing on the story that said Nigeria to provide world's largest workforce by 2050, and this statement was made by Tinubu. Now we are going to move to the second story for this evening, which says mayhem in Lagos as thugs invade ADC rally for Peter Obi roads vivo. Miscreants suspected to be political thugs yesterday afternoon invaded a rally organized by the Lagos chapter of the African Democratic Congress ADC, led by a former Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola. The rally, held at Lion Field in Alimosho local government area of the state, was organized to receive and welcome Mr. Peter Obi, Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 general polls, and the party's governorship flag bearer in Lagos, Gbadebo Rhodes Vivo, to the party. Shortly after the kickoff of the program, it was gathered that miscreants stormed the venue and sacked participants. The rally was also organized to sensitize residents on the importance of obtaining their permanent voter card, PVC, and urge members to mobilize youth to register during the exercise in preparation for the 2027 general elections in Lagos. The miscreants, who were suspected to be supporters of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) in the state, inflicted varying degrees of injuries on their victims. Now, policemen deployed from Lagos State Police Command were obviously overwhelmed as the miscreants went haywire, sending everyone in different direction. Now, as of press time, no arrest has been made by the police command. Meanwhile, Publicity Secretary, Lagos chapter of the APC, Shey Oladejo, when contacted, dismissed the allegation by ADC against his party, absolving the ruling party of involvement in the incident. Doctor, I wanted to analyze this story because he said the APC as the ruling party is the greatest stakeholder when it comes to maintaining peace and tranquility in the state. And he also said the opposition as presently constituted poses no threat to us, and we're not interested in their inability to put their house in order. So, Doctor, what's your take on this story?
Yes, maybe Onomo, MCM Onomo could be the publicity secretary of PDP or LP. So the truth is that APC is already jittery. APC is already panicking because of the coming of ADC.
But do you think they're the ones that
they are the one? They are the one. Understand me? It happened in Kebbi. It happened in Kaduna. It happened in Lagos. It happened in Ondo. So there are references. It is APC. They are jittery. They are jittery. And I have said it, and I'll continue saying it. Winning 2027 is in the hand of the opposition, not in the hand of APC, not in the hand of Tinubu. Winning 2027 presidential election is in the hand of ADC. It's in the hand of the opposition that if they will be able to coordinate themselves very well and present a popular and acceptable candidate. So it is those in the opposition that will determine who wins in 2027, not Bodamed Tinubu, because Nigerians are already mobilized to vote against him. What they are waiting for now is a candidate that they will give their vote for. Is it a popular candidate? Is it a credible candidate? Is it an acceptable candidate? Because Nigerians are already mobilized to vote against him. Hunger has mobilized Nigerians. So who wins in 2027 is in the hand of the opposition, not in the hand of Tinubu. And they have realized this. That's why all they are doing is attacking members of the opposition. That's all they are doing now. It happened in Kebbi. It happened in Kaduna. It happened in Ondo a few days ago. And it happened here at Anemosho. Somebody was asking me, why are they not attacking members of PDP and Labour Party? I said they don't need to those people has already been captured by Nyesom Wike and Junior Sabure. So Junior Sabure is attacking Labour Party. Nyesom Wike is attacking PDP. Understand? So that's what their talks now are now attacking ADC. That ADC must not hold meeting. And when you check the people that are attacking, that are going out to be attacking these people, you are far better than them. You are far better. They don't even eat 2 good meals a day. They don't even eat 2 good meals a day. It's people going that with putting on bedroom sale pass. Bedroom sale pass. And that not even understand. That shows you that some people have suffering in their DNA. That God specially created some people to suffer. And it is these people that God created that way are going to attack people who want to rescue a sinking ship called Nigeria. So it is the APC that is going about attacking members of ADC. Understand? It is not AAC. It is not SDP. It is not ABGA. It is APC. Why? Because they are jittery. They know that Nigeria has rejected them. They know that Nigeria has rejected them. So the only way they feel that they can get power is through violence. But Nigerians are already down. And the man who is down don't need to fear fall anymore. Hunger has pushed Nigerians down. And in pushing Nigeria down, it has mobilized them. All Nigerian masses are waiting for now is a credible candidate that they will vote for in 2027. That's why I say who will win 2027 is not in the hand. I don't care who the INEC chairman is, even if it's Sheyi Tinubu or Remi Tinubu. Let the parties in opposition bring a credible candidate, and Tinubu is out. Period.
I want I want to read out this statement that Oladijo made. He said the opposition is certainly not helping our democracy to grow by accusing the ruling party to be the cause of their internal rift. Is there really internal rift in the ADC?
One shoe shiner in the person of I don't know, there may be Kachuku or whatever is his name. Understand? Is being used to cause trouble in ADC. This is a guy who ran for presidency in 2023 and did not even get up to 50,000 votes. Let somebody Google ADC votes in 2023 presidential election. It's not even up to 50,000 votes in the whole country. That's the person that said that article David Mark should not enter because he wants Tinubu to continue in office.
All right. I'm going to ask this final question before we go into the next story. And this question says, how would the ADC and other opposition parties work together to prevent this similar incident and violence and intimidation in the future? How can they stop this particular incident that happened now?
Well, for me, this, as I said, these are people, one, who I feel their brains are malfunctioning. Because it's just like killing a doctor who is trying to cure you. That's exactly what they are doing. And you cannot be in the best of your brain to be doing that. And that is the type of people that they always used. They always use for all these things. Those that can accept 5,000 naira from them because they have not seen it in the last 1 week. So with 5,000 naira, they can go and kill somebody. With 5,000 naira, they can go and burn. 5,000 naira, they can go and burn a whole building. That's why Tinubu told you that he will expand the tax net and reduce your purchasing power so that you continue to be hungry. So when you say 1,000 naira, you will be ready to kill to get that 1,000.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Here we talk about stories that made headlines during the week, and we've been discussing some stories, of which the first one says Nigeria to provide world largest workforce by 2050, and the statement was made by Tinubu. The second story, which we just finished discussing, says mayhem in Lagos as thugs invade ADC rally for Peter Obi roads vivo. Now this takes us down to our third story, which we're gonna be looking at this evening. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock I'm gonna be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. This is Voice of the People, and we give you a voice to talk about how it is doing you. Yes, you're gonna talk about what you think and what's your take on the stories which we are just discussing this evening. Now to the third story, it says Ezekwesili Bakare identify corruption, poor leadership as Nigeria's greatest challenges. Ezekwesili Bakare identify corruption, poor leadership as Nigeria's greatest challenges. I read the details. Former Education Minister Dr. Obi Ezekwesili and Pastor Tunde Bakare have described corruption and leadership failures as Nigeria's major obstacles to development. They spoke on Saturday in Lagos during the onboarding of the pioneer class of the Advanced Diploma in Public Leadership and Statecraft, organized by the Citadel School of Governance. The program, run in partnership with the University of Lagos Business School, admitted about 70 students for its maiden 9-month course subsidized by Bakare. Ezekwesili said many Nigerians appeared comfortable with the country's challenges, stressing that Nigeria had no justification for its continued failures. She commended Bakare's initiative, lamenting that institutions in both the public and private sectors were struggling due to deep-seated corruption undermining national progress. According to her, corruption remains corrosive and, if unchecked, becomes systematic. She likened corruption to cancer, warning it had already drained several generations of opportunities. Now, Bakare explained that the school was established to raise leaders equipped to meet governance demands in Nigeria and Africa. He reaffirmed the school's vision to nurture agile nations with responsive government, where knowledge, service, and innovation guide leadership and development. Now, Doctor, I wanted to share your perspective about this.
My prayer is that let not those who graduate from that school have Obi Ezekwesili and the pastor Tunde Bakare as their role models. That's my prayer. Let the 70 students who will graduate from that school not have Tunde Bakare or Obi Ezekwesili as their role models, because if they have them, they have already failed. If they have these two people, they have already, because Obi Ezekwesili and Tunde Bakare are the problems with this country. So they have no moral right to pontificate on anything. Obi Ezekwesili is a problem with Nigeria. Tunde Bakare is a problem with Nigeria. These are sycophants. These people are sycophants. These are the people that we are protesting under Jonathan. But we now have a condition that 10 times worse than Jonathan's administration. What are they doing? Tunde Bakare was among those that occupied Ojota. Obi Ezekwesili was the head of Bring Back Our Girls. As we speak, some Chibok girls are still in the bush. So these are a bunch of sycophants trying to look good to those who don't know. So for me, let those who will graduate from that school or who are in that school not look up to Tunde Bakare or Obi Ezekwesili as role models, because they have already failed.
Okay, they are identifying corruption and poor leadership. Is it not part of them still speaking about Nigeria's current?
Obi Ezekwesili wanted to sell unity schools when he was the Minister of Education. Obi Ezekwesili wanted to sell unity schools. The problem with Nigeria is we don't study, we don't research. That's why we keep on respecting that's all these people. Obi Ezekwesili, as the Minister of Education, tried to sell unity schools. So what leadership example can you learn from such a person? Tunde Bakare told Nigerians that God said he will be the 16th president. That God said. So which means his own God doesn't see well. So for me, there are problems with Nigeria. They have no moral right to talk about leadership failure, corruption. They have failed over and over in their own different endeavor. They have failed over and over in their different endeavor. In 2011, Tunde Bakare was the vice president to Buhari, vice presidential candidate. And from there, he never see anything good on Jonathan administration. Whatever Jonathan does, he will take it that's over the bar. And now Tinubu has come. He has stopped criticizing government. It was Obi Ezekwesili that carried the Bring Back Our Girls on her head. Bring back our girl, bring back our girl, bring back our girls every day until the result of 2015 general election was announced. Buhari came on board. The fight for bring back our girls stopped. Why more than 150 of those Chibok girls were still in the bush? Which means the bring back our girl campaign was just to make Jonathan look bad for Buhari to enter. Obi is one of the problems of this country. So it is those who don't know her that she will deceive.
All right, let us talk about the school that Pastor established. He said, how would the Advanced Diploma in Public Leadership and Statecraft program equip leaders to meet governance demands in Nigeria and Africa? Let's just say, like you said, if they won't take them as a role model, would this school actually benefit?
And that young can never give birth to a goat. So a school that Tunde Bakari established, the product will be like Tunde Bakari, fake human beings, hypocrites, sycophants. So I don't want to talk about that school. Because in business, before you invest, you ask yourself, who is behind this business? Who is behind this product? So with Tunde Bakari as the founder, I have no confidence in that school. Because a lion cannot give birth to a goat. That's why I say, if the students there take Tunde Bakari as a role model, they have already failed.
And if they don't?
Now, if I am an employer, you come to my office, you are a product of that school, I will not employ you.
Wow. All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Here we discuss on topics that made headlines. Our doctor is really giving it to us like this back to back this evening. By 5, as usual, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation and give us your thoughts. Give us your take, share your perspective, what you think needs to be done concerning the stories that we are discussing today. Yeah, I'm going to read out the stories once again. The first story we discussed says Nigeria to provide world's largest workforce by 2050. The statement was made by Tinubu. The second story says mayhem in Lagos as thugs invade ADC rally for Peter Obi. Roads Vivor. The third story says Ezekwesili Bakare identify corruption, poor leadership as Nigeria's greatest challenges. Now we'll move to the next story, which says protests erupt over El-Rufai's visit to Imo for Odenibo lectures. Crowds in Owerri, the Imo State capital, on Saturday staged a protest against former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi for bringing ex-Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai to the Odenibo lecture series organized by the Catholic Archdiocese of Owerri. The protest began after both politicians arrived at the Assumpta Cathedral venue of the annual lecture. Obi, who was the Labour Party's presidential candidate in 2023, had welcomed El-Rufai to Imo State a day earlier, where the former governor was also received by the traditional ruler of Nekede Ancient Kingdom, Eze Agumanu. While El-Rufai's visit to Nekede went without incident, his presence at a Christian gathering alongside Obi triggered outrage. Men, women, and youths carrying placards stormed the cathedral gates, chanting war songs, and accused Obi of bringing an enemy into Igbo land. Security operatives struggled to prevent the angry crowd from blocking Obi and El-Rufai from entering the cathedral. Many of the protesters claimed that El-Rufai's tenure as Kaduna governor was marked by violence against Christians and therefore considered his presence in Igbo land unacceptable. Some openly declared that Obi, by associating with El-Rufai, has lost their trust and respect. Some of their placards read, "Stop deceiving us, Peter Obi. El-Rufai is an enemy and we don't want you in Imo State." Doctor, this story it's really overwhelming. I would like you to give us your view and your opinion on this matter.
Well, to start with, there's what is known as Stockholm Syndrome. There's what is known as Stockholm Syndrome. Just for those who don't know, because that's what has enveloped a lot of people in Imo State. Just read to them what is a Stockholm syndrome.
Okay, Stockholm syndrome is a psychological response to captivity or abuse where victims develop positive feelings, empathy, or loyalty toward their captors or abusers as a survival mechanism.
That's exactly what is happening in Imo State as we speak. So Stockholm syndrome is what is happening in Imo State as we speak. Prisoners are now in love with their captors. Understand? Prisoners are now in love and now have sympathy, positive feeling for those who are killing them. Their greatest enemy is hope. Uzodinma. Their greatest enemy, the greatest enemy of Imo State is hope. Uzodinma. Since Uzodinma was rigged into office, Imo has not had peace. But some people are now in love with the man that is killing them, the man that is punishing them. They are now saying that Uzodinma is now better than Sam Mbakwe. That's what you will hear. So some people. That's what some people in Imo State. That's what they are posting on the social media. That hope Uzodinma is now the best thing to happen to Imo State. Let me tell you, the killing in Imo State, the insecurity in Imo State is grossly underreported. Imo State is that is under siege. Some areas like Mbano has no police station. I want anybody to contradict this. Some areas in Okigwe, they pay bandits, they pay unknown gunmen to go to the farm. They pay taxes to unknown gunmen in Imo State. So what is happening there? But according to Stockholm syndrome, some of these people are now seeing Hope Uzodinma as their Messiah. On this program, I have once said that Imo State is the colony of the Fundanese in the southeast, and I mean it. Imo State is the colony of the Fundanese in the south. It is in Imo State that you have the biggest mosque in the whole of South, built by Rochas Okorocha. Imagine what Uzodinma did about a week ago, chartering a private jet to go to Abuja to wave to Tinubu, a governor. Chartered private jet, go to Abuja to wave for Tinubu. Tinubu has already entered aeroplane, knocked on the door. The aeroplane was already far in the air, and they are still waving like zombies. A governor of a state. The first international out of Owerri went to Saudi Arabia. The first international that left Sam Mbakwe Airport did not go to Europe, did not go to United States, they did not go to China. It went to Saudi Arabia. And the Sultan of Sokoto Uzodinma chartered a private jet to bring him to Owerri to witness Imo Muslims going on a pilgrimage. Governor Uzodinma had to charter a private jet to go to Sokoto to bring the Sultan of Sokoto, that the Sultan, to come to Owerri to witness the first international airline that is leaving Imo. So, and some people are saying that he is their Messiah. And 34 days ago, Imo State House of Assembly moved a motion to change Douglas Road Owerri to
Yeah, to his name.
to Hope Uzodinma Road. Douglas Road is the most popular road in Owerri. Douglas Road is the most popular road in Owerri. It just and Owerri government house is called the Douglas House because Douglas was one of the colonial masters that presided in the that's in the country. So they named him after that road. Understand? So what I'm talking about is like changing Independence layout Enugu to Peter Mba layout. So they have now moved Hope Uzodinma above Sam Mbakwe. And what is Stockholm syndrome. But it didn't start from him. It started from Rochas Okorocha. And what is the foundation of Rochas Okorocha? Rochas Okorocha started in Sokoto. So when I say that Imo is the colony that's of the Fundanis, I know what I'm saying. This thing that is happening now started from Rochas Okorocha, who started his own the more you look, the less you see business and foundation from Sokoto. So now, even on that day, P2B was not in Owerri. P2B was not in Imo State when Aero 5 visited Imo. So those people were just sponsored to come and make noise at the Odenigbo event. There was no P2B in Owerri. And that's on that day.
On that day?
P2B was not in Owerri on that day. So they just wanted to add P2B's name because all of them are afraid of P2B. All the governors in the southeast are afraid of P2B. But the truth is that if you match all of them together, they won't make half of P2B. If you match all of them together, they will not make half of P2B.
But do you think this incident will affect Peter Obi's vote count at Imo State in any way?
I said, these are those who have been brainwashed. Understand? These are people who have been brainwashed. Understand? So those who have been affected by the Stockholm syndrome. So Imo is where I know. Okay, let me just tell you that's a little bit that's of these people. In 2013, when Rochas Okorocha was the governor of Imo State, I went to him because he was doing a program which he calls IMYES. IMYES means Imo State Youth Empowerment Scheme. Imo Youth Empowerment Scheme. That's IMYES. So I went to him with my book that's Dangote 10 Commandments on Money. So when I was in his office, just he and myself were in his office, so I gave him all the copy. So I told him, sir, you are doing a program of empowering youths, giving them money without they having the knowledge. They are just going to waste this money. So I want you to add this book to the package that you are giving them. So Rochas Okorocha read about 34 pages of the book and said, Peter, your book makes interesting reading, but I cannot promote the book of my rival. He said, Peter, your book makes interesting reading, but I cannot promote the book of my rival. If you had written about me, I would have taken it everywhere. So he was referring to Dangote as his rival because the title of the book was Dangote's 10 Commandments on Money. So Rochas was referring to Dangote as his rival. So he said that he cannot promote the book of his that's of his rival. That if it's him that I have written about, he will have taken it that's up. So that's I shook my head. Why was I so? Because whatever I do, I think of posterity. Or the book, if I had told any governor to write forward for the book, every governor would have even paid that to write forward for a book on Dangote. Because everybody wanted Dangote to be his friend. But I always think of posterity. Imagine picking a governor to write a forward for you, and tomorrow that governor is in jail. Understand? What you cannot exonerate yourself. They'll say that that you and the governor are friends. That even maybe or the governor was giving you his state resources. So what did I do? I have to go to Dorakunyini to write the forward of the book. Understand? I have to go to Dorakunyini, a woman with integrity, because I'm thinking of tomorrow. And Dangote was very happy with my choice of Dorakunyini as the person that wrote the forward. Understand? He was very happy with the choice because because tomorrow you may not be there. People will be abusing your children. That your father was this and that. Your father was associating with this and that. Understand? So imagine if I had written a book on Okorocha. Today I cannot be in this studio and be talking. People will be abusing me. It is you that promoted Okorocha. It is you that was promoting Okorocha. Understand? You are part of the problem in Imo State. So Imo is a colony of the Fundanese. And many of them are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Erofa is not their enemy. P2B is not their enemy. Their governor is their enemy.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we'll give you stories that made headlines during the week, of which we've been discussing since. We're going to go straight down to the fifth story this evening. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. You can speak your mind, your thoughts, your view about the story that's been discussed this evening. Now, the fifth story, said Obi weeps over killing of 100 persons in a weekend, says Nigeria now in full-blown emergency. Presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has described as frightening the recent killings in Borno, Edo, Sokoto, and Katsina State. He expressed his feeling in a tweet on his official X handle on Sunday. Daily Trust has also reported how suspected Boko Haram terrorists killed dozens of civilians and soldiers at Darul Jamal in Bama local government area of Borno State. In Katsina, bandits also reportedly killed 6 people and kidnapped over 130 others across communities in Saboa local government area of the state within 3 days in recent attacks. Gunmen suspected to be kidnappers on Friday night killed 8 officials of the Edo State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC, and abducted a Chinese expatriate in Opela, Esako East local government area of the state. Reacting to the recent killings in a tweet, Obi lamented that the incidents were stark evidence that Nigeria is in the grip of a full-blown security emergency. He decried that with over 100 Nigerians killed within a week, the casualty figures rival those of countries that are officially at war. He said Nigeria needs a declaration of war on insecurity now. The killing of 8 NSCDC officers, the abduction of a Chinese national in Edo, the kidnapping of passengers on the Benin Air Oluku Road, and the slaughters of 5 soldiers and 58 civilians in Borno are not isolated tragedies. They are stark evidence that Nigeria is in the grip of a full-blown security emergency. Doctor, please give us a thought way on this story about killings and killings
Do you know that federal government have not reacted
till now?
till now? Federal government has not reacted till now. About 3 days ago, a 31-year-old guy, Charlie Kick, was shot in America. America was shut down. Just an individual. America was shut down. Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, everybody was reacting. Even Obama, who's in the opposition, America was shut down. And nobody slept until within 48 hours, the killer was picked, a 22-year-old guy. Within 48 hours, this guy was picked. Because of one person that was shot, America was in a sober mood. There was mourning all over United States because of one single person. But 100 people, more than 100 died. Your president did not even think about it that to return home. 100. Your president did not even say, let me go back and check what is happening in my country. Bayo Ononoga, who is suffering from diarrhea of the mouth. Reno Omokri, who is suffering from diarrhea of the mouth, has not said anything. Death of 100 people, including soldiers, civil defense, and transporters going from one state to the other. Government has not reacted.
Even a Chinese person too, a Chinese expatriate.
So this tells you that we are in a country of one, I don't care. Two, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. The reason why Tinubu is still outside this country is because it doesn't matter. 1,000 can die. I keep on saying it. One day, Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, was on a state visit outside Paris, outside France. A 17-year-old boy was stabbed. He cut down his state visit and returned back to his country. A 17-year-old boy was stabbed, not killed though. Not killed. But he heard that a 17-year-old boy had been stabbed. He said, make una wait. He has to return back to his country. But this is more than 100 people that died, including soldiers. And your president is still comfortably outside of the country. Why? It doesn't matter.
A new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria is possible. As it is written here. What steps are being taken by the government?
No step. At least you should have. Before you solve any problem, you must accept responsibility. Before you accept any problem, before you solve any problem, you must accept responsibility. Once you don't accept responsibility, you cannot think of how to solve that problem.
Because of our time, we're going to talk about this final story. I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can call in, start sending your messages on WhatsApp and also on YouTube. And the number to send your messages are 0817-175-6338. I repeat, 0817-175-6338. And the number to call in and join in the conversation is 0700 903 903 903. Doctor, you're going to do a little touch up on this final question, which says, I don't know if I should call this a good news, because to me, I think it's a good news. Tinubu orders FEC committee to crash food prices. It should be a good news, right?
Tinubu orders FEC committee to crash down
food prices.
In whose farm?
Okay.
In Tinubu's farm or in FECE farm. So you are sending something. Tinubu is in Paris. Crash down food prices and you crash down food prices. What is his contribution to you growing that food?
That was the question I wanted to ask.
Understand me?
Because what are you going to tell traders that are buying, after buying the transportation, everything, their efforts, everything, their stress?
So now you own that's a bus, a downfall. You are running an Oshodi Mile 2. You buy fuel at 900 naira. Tinubu say reduce the cost of transport, and you reduce it from 500 to 200 because Tinubu bought that fuel for you. So we should be reasoning what things before we say. If Tinubu has farm, he can tell them reduce the price of the product from my farm. If federal government has farms, he can say reduce the price of the food from the federal government farms. Not when somebody struggled, take all the risk, go to the farm. Understand? Maybe it's lucky to evade being killed by the Fulani herdsmen. Understand? Then Tinubu will be somewhere in his comfort, in a luxury hotel, and be telling you what to do with your suffering. So this is one of those things that I talk about, building castles in the air. Just making statements that you know that will never work. Reduce down food prices in his own farm or in my own farm. So for me, it doesn't make sense.
If you're just joining us, this is Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Yeah, I've already opened the studio line, so you can start calling in and join in the conversation. Give us a take about these stories we just discussed this evening. What do you think should be done? What is your take? Yeah, this is Voice of the People. Let us hear your voice. Hello, good evening.
Madam Esther.
It's Faith.
Oh, Faith. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Kenny from Stillery.
All right, go ahead.
You see, all this voodoo economy that APC they are propagating, I don't understand though. How can you be in Jerusalem, you speak, and something will be happening in Golgotha? You must be extraordinary, supernatural human being. Just speak and everything start happening. I've not seen that kind of miracle before. Maybe it will happen during his time. See, my sister. Jesus. We smelt everything right from the onset. That this man is not coming to do anything. He just want to get that name, former president. That is it. And I don't know if I think there was an award. They should just give him so that he will just remain where he is instead of coming, because he has bastardized everything. He has bastardized everything. Nobody understands. Even his followers are even more confused than non-followers, because we don't know the direction of things. He has spent more days overseas than in Nigeria. This man just came for nothing or lottery. Nothing or lottery. If it is not lottery, forget about it. Look at moving from one country to another, while the whole country is under siege. You understand me? And all these our 1970 economists that we have, both the CBN governor, what's it called, coordinating minister of economy. These people are 1930 economists. They've never saved any country or been among people that save any country in recession. Do you understand me? We are in deep recession. I did not hear their name. Rather, the only thing they did in Lagos was to tax everywhere. That is why they brought them on board. They were able to tax everywhere. Anywhere they can see 1 naira, they will put they are just following the money. My sister, what will happen in 2026 January? I pity for this country, because they will just be unveiling, just like these people that are playing what? They'll give you pick two, hold on, general market. That is how they will be auctioning out all the whole tax and what have you. The tax, this thing, we don't understand what is there. We do not understand. We, the masses, don't understand. But they were able to cow our senators, cow some of the governors to buy into the idea. Is when they start, look at that, they say without a TIN number, you can't operate your account. Maybe in the village that time, you can't access money. You now be hanging. Or you go and borrow money from the woman selling pepper in your village to come back to Lagos. You understand me? Look at what they are doing. It is this man. God.
In
One
summary,
chance. One chance. One chance. It is well, Nigeria. Look at how we are going down. Going down. Going down. A whole big country. Look at what they are doing to Dangote.
please
Look at
summarize.
what they are doing to Dangote. Eh?
Summarize.
Somebody, okay, someone that has an industry employing almost than 40,000 people, we are there using the pen to go and be disturbing the man's business. What happened to our national refinery? Shebi Usufo, TUC chairman, what's this guy? Usufo. He was there, moving up and down. He said he saw the smoke. The refinery are working, moving from one TV station to another, even one radio station to another, championing the whole thing, carrying it on his head. He was sweating on for all the whole TV station where he was promoting this refinery. At the end of the day, where are we?
Angry. Please summarize.
Where are we?
Please summarize.
My sister, it is well.
Amen.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling in. Oh my God, he's really, really angry. It is well. It is well. The number to call is 07.
It is not well.
Doctor, I'm making
It is
things
not
worse.
well. It is not well.
Oh my God.
That's the truth. It is not
Okay,
well.
then we need to work hand in hand and make it well. It is well. It's still well. We need to make it well. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is Mr. Peter from Isala.
All right, Mr. Peter, go ahead.
Dr. Nosike, good evening.
Good evening.
You know what happened in all these things we are talking? I know what caused the whole thing, that why this man is doing what he's doing. I did it all the time. Those that used to talk are talking. They are no more talking. It's easy now that people like you, Darlington, and other people from other political zones are talking. All these other political zones, they don't talk. South-east, south-south, they don't talk. Even though they don't talk. It is the southwest side that talk. And now that they are not talking, that's why this man is doing this thing. That's whatever he likes, he will do it. And the thing that tells me more is that whenever I come with a policy, people will be praising him, bold step, this. He started it on removal of subsidy, they were praising him. At the end of the day, everybody now seeing the reality, now crying. Look at this tax again. They have started praising him. By January, they will see the effect. They are just talking. And the man doesn't care, He will do more, he will tax you more. There's nothing you can do. This is what the time they used to. People from this southwest used to put leaders on their toe. He won't do it because they cannot talk. Maybe for the reason of being the same zone or I don't know. But other political zones, everybody is taking it like that. They are really promoting himself. They are promoting him. So it's only God that will save us. As it is now, there's nothing we can do because he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Doesn't care. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Peter. Thank you. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Tell us what you think about this topic this morning. Not morning. This is evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. I think I lost that call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Joshua Parkin.
All right, go ahead.
I want to salute you, Barrister Anosike.
Doctor.
I just like your straight to the point answer to every question. First, I want to talk about this borrowing and the insecurity as well as the Dangote issue with Nopeng. First, let me start with the borrowing.
All right.
I understand that if the federal government, from the money we've had a lot of people steal, government after government, if those monies are recovered, then I would understand that Nigeria is borrowing because it looks like a joke. 210 trillion naira is missing. 80 billion naira is missing. 3 trillion naira is missing from Delta State Governor. Yaya Bello is with our 100 and something billion naira. Another person are taking another 80 billion. The former accountant general. You name the list in Nigeria here. And we go about borrowing. At first, I want to tell those people borrowing Nigeria. I hope they know the people that are giving the money. They should not come and disturb Nigerians for that money. Now, to the insecurity. I will tell you for a fact, if there are some people within the government circle that is selling arms, if not, this security would have ended. Now, to the Nupeng issue, you see, When they came on air and told us that the refinery is working, I laughed. I was in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. I know the bunkering issue going there involving security, operative, and the rest of them. And I have not seen any tanker coming from Bayelsa. Only in Warri that we see those things. That's why I know that this refinery will not work. Somebody told me that Dangote used $20 billion to just do its refinery, and turnaround maintenance have got $70 billion. You see the imbalances in everything. They are not serious. We are looking at Nepal face to face now. So the insecurity, like I said before, there are a lot of Nigerians like myself, if empowered. These people, because I'm trying to look at these rascals in the north and some other part of Nigerians as people that have been sponsored by politicians. Because they cannot tell me after the exploit of our military personnel and the confidence they use in molesting unarmed people in Nigeria, in the streets of Nigeria. They are telling me that this group of rascals will be left. Sorry, forgive me. I'm just angry. But the issue is that if the summary is that if the day we say we want to do something, we'll get these people that are causing this problem, then I will believe what they are saying. And this loan they say they are collecting, it's a lie. They are not collecting any loan. Nobody will give you money and you do not pay and you come back and tell the person to give you again. It's impossible.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your take. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Good afternoon, Faith. Abi?
Yes,
Faith is your name, right?
yes, that's my name. Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Mr. Anosike.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Sir, you always make me laugh. I like the way you call people shoe shiner. I swear, I'm always cracking up every time you are talking.
All right, can you tell us your name
Yes,
and
sir.
location?
Just me. Although I'm not really hearing you guys, I believe you can hear me. So let me just lay my comment out.
All right, go ahead.
I actually want to ask Mr. Anosike because this afternoon I was listening to radio and I heard that they said the country has made enough gain, a big profit. I don't know how they actually put it that Nigeria doesn't even have to borrow again. Yeah, that all the money that we have made and we gained. So is it true that Nigeria, Tinubu has made the economy that we need to borrow money? Everything is.
Well, Tinubu said that Nigeria has met their target, their revenue target for 2025. But the next day, we heard that Nigeria wants to borrow 1.7 billion. So you can see the contradiction. You have met your revenue target for the year, and you are still borrowing. So you can see the inconsistencies.
All right, hope you got your answer. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Anosike, good afternoon.
Good evening. Your name and location.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, Joe from Bariga.
All right.
Mr. Anosike, I want to talk to our electricity. Our electricity, there was a time we had that after the past president, Buhari. So we learned that he gave out a contract to these people, Siemens. I think Siemens in Germany. Then after that contract, that's a big contract. That after that contract, the Nigeria will have 20 megawatts. But up till now, we are not hearing anything about that contract again. Is it been buried? That contract, has it been buried? So I want you to explain a little about it. Thank you.
Mr. June, we saw rice pyramids under Buhari. Where is the rice as we speak? So what we are witnessing is the more you look, the less you see.
All right. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, this Mazi Sunday calling from Ikeja.
All right, Mazi, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess about the Imo State. You see, I know that the problem, the banditry, and the problem that is happening in Imo State is generated from Rokorocha. Then Hope Uzodinma started building on the legacy of Okorocha. So if it is me, if they make me a governor of the state, I will demolish that heavy mosque built in Imo State, and I will send away all the planning, all of them. I will send them away, and peace will be in the state of Imo State. Peace will be there. That is exactly what I will do. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your input on the topic for this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my dear sister. How are you? Happy weekend.
I'm fine, thank you. Happy weekend. Your name and location?
I did the kind of in the studio. I did him very, very well. It's my man.
He's greeting you too.
Yeah, my name is Mayor from Ikotegbe.
All right, Mayor, go ahead.
Yeah, it's no matter what we talk, no matter what we say, this APC government have an agenda already, so they are not moved. One, even the press are caged, judiciary are caged, National Assembly are caged, police are caged, the obas are caged. The so-called GOs have been caged. So no matter what you talk, no matter what you do, everybody has been caged. Talk from that to tomorrow, nothing will happen. That's by the way. Let me tell you about LFI. He has his own problem. He has his own problem because I know he said the Igbos are a dot in the ocean. LFI said it openly when he was a governor. He said we are a dot in the ocean. What is it in Imo State? Why is he there? Why is it 5 years now? Now we are saying that we are a dot in the ocean. I'm from the state. I'm from Owerri, Mbitoli. Why is he looking for now? What is he looking for? Imo State. Igbos are a dot in the ocean. So if you go and sit down, the only one have now is P2B. Even in the entire Nigeria, we are following P2B. Wherever he go, he goes. But LFI, he has his own problem. So you go and carry his cross, okay? Tinubu and his government will know them. How can an old man be lying to Nigerians? An old man, over 70 years or 80 years, the official age. I know it's above 80 years, but the official age, let's call it 70 years, according to him. How can an old man be lying to Nigerians? An old man. You are telling lies on daily basis. Why?
Summarize.
At that age, you are telling lies. Every day you tell lies. About age.
Your time is up, sir.
It's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your take. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Nigerians are really angry. Woo. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yes, it's Joe once more.
Okay.
Mr. Nosike, I asked the question, you did not explain that question about Siemens. The contract given to Siemens, what is the result up to today? We don't know the result up to today about our megawatts.
Well,
so they said when they finish the contract, then Nigeria will have electricity of 20,000 megawatts. Where is the electricity up to today? We are still marinating on 1 and 4, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and 1 and 4. So what is actually happening in this country? Where is that contract? Where is the end point of that contract? Where is the profit of that contract they give to Siemens? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh, doctor. Doctor will answer that later. Or do you still want to say something?
Well, the issue is this: there was a scandal that's on that contract with Siemens. Or there was a contract and it didn't really follow through.
Okay. Hope you got the answer you were looking for. Our YouTube members, I appreciate you. I'm seeing your handwork. From here, I'm gonna read all your chats out. Let's just answer a few more calls. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, Auntie.
Please move away from the radio set.
My name is Mrs. Esther Iziko.
Okay.
Calling from Nigeria.
All right, ma, go ahead.
The word I want to say to Nigerians is this, and to our leaders in opposition parties. I'm an elderly woman. I've never witnessed the type of election that took place 2003. I've never seen. That was my first day. I saw snatch ballot box, do this and do that. In my presence, they came with keke marwa, with shooting of gun up. Everybody ran away. So what I want to say is this: our politicians should fight against this. Without that, people will not come out 2027, especially in Lagos State, to cast their vote. So whatever the opposition party want to do, especially this Lagos State, they should start now, so that they will empower the people to have courage and say what will come up in 2027. So that is what I want to say. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma, for your input on the stories. You already gave us your input. Thank you very much for contributing. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Please, my name is Lambert. This is the first time I'm connecting to your program.
You are welcome. This
Yes,
for
sir.
you.
Okay, you are Faith, I think.
Yes, I'm Faith.
God bless you for a good job.
Thank you.
And I greet your guest, Mr. Peter Amba. So,
Yeah, he's greeting
fine.
too.
On your programs anchored by Esther, I used to be constant there, and Mr. Citizen Jones, I used to be constant there. So people from all walks of life comment, and Nigerian government, or I don't want to call them leaders, they are not leading us. They are leading themselves and their families. They remain adamant. If you want to talk about our president, right from Buhari, go and check their history. Has anything good come out from them? The last day Buhari was to leave government, he brought in Hadi Sirika. And they have to show us aeroplane, say Air Nigeria, is this Virgin Nigeria? I don't know what they call it, and with our color. And out there, at the end of the day, it was a fraud. That one go. Then this man came. What is it? Tunumbu or Tinubu? I don't know. I don't want to pronounce his name very well. He came and said he will start from where Buhari stopped. When he was governor of Lagos State, the man remains an intolerant. How many deputy governors passed through him? They have to be humiliated. And when we are starting from where Buhari stopped, what good legacy did Buhari leave for us? If not fraudulent. And tomorrow DSS will be chasing small boys in the name of Yahoo. Whereas those leading us are the main Yahoo. They are the main Yahoo. So now, let me go to Imo State. Okorocha. He brought Buhari and named him Ikechukwu, wearing Ishiago. He brought in, built the highest mosque. And when his brother Uzodinjo came in, he started from where he stopped. And today there is killing everywhere in Imo State.
Please summarize.
What I want to summarize is that we have entered one chance. We have entered one chance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your take. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Please, if you're in a noisy environment, do well to shift so that we can hear you clearly and so that the listeners as well can hear you clearly. And also, when you call, please go straight to the point. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show. Your name and location?
Yeah. I want to thank your guest there.
All right. Thank you.
I also want to thank you. But I was wondering why you were saying that all is well. All is well.
We can
up
still
now,
make
I don't
all.
know
We
where
can still make all to be well.
you get that information from, that all is well.
We can. Make
But all the same,
well.
I want to talk to our guest there. My brother, I don't know why you people are very surprised in what's going on, knowing fully well that drug baron or a mafia or aburo kind of a man is on the Asorok or as a president. I don't know why people are surprised. Me, from day one, I've never been surprised for what Tinubu is bringing to us. Borrowing money without anything happening. Giving policies that are inimical to economy. Making poor, crack, rape. Even the ones that are criminals already. Getting more criminally involved. So why on earth should anybody in this country be surprised? Why? Because it's very obvious that this is somebody that has a very dangerous track record, both in US. Okay, now I heard he's paying people to cover his criminalities, not to expose whatever the FBI found out. So how on earth will you expect something good in this country being headed by such people, such individuals? We should stop lamenting. We should stop being surprised. We should stop crying. Rather, we find our way to endure whatever we see and hope that by 2027, maybe something miracle will happen. Or if miracle don't happen, we stretch our patience till 2031. Because it don't happen, no. Who you want go fight? People with guns and armored cars. You see Imo State, you see armored cars everywhere. Villages, compounds are now bushes. People run away, leave their houses. I ran away I have some of my neighbors, their family are here. Their houses over there in Imo State are bushes. They said some of them will die and bury them here. No, nothing.
Please summarize,
so,
sir.
The more you cry, the more you make yourself more sad, more grievous. It's better we hold our peace, keep on working or praying anyhow, and hope till 3031. That's what I want to say. Thank you very much.
3031. What about 2027? All right. Thank you so much for your take on this stories we discussed this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. But before I take more calls, I'm gonna be reading out some of the WhatsApp messages. The problem of Tinubu or APC government is that the APC neglect tackling the root cause of Nigeria and are thinking that they can use shortcuts. For example, how can government ignore insecurity and be boasting they are giving loans to farmers to go in farming activities? And how can Tinubu government crash food prices when there is Agbero's policemen and army men on the road collecting money from motorists transporting the food? Is it not a joke from the Tinubu government? Chinemere from Agbara, thank you so much for your message this evening. Hi, good afternoon. I am Ayodele Joseph Afam. Please, I would like to have private discussion with Dr. Peter Anosike, the current affairs analyst. Thank you. All right, thank you so much for your message, but I think you have to get that later. Okay, good afternoon, my sister. Tell your analyst to stop his propaganda. All right, thank you, Yomi from Lagos. Thank you so much for your message. This person said VOP. But you didn't mention your name and you didn't say anything. Thank you so much for that message. It's a message. Please, ADC should try and come up with their own boys who will match this. Okay, people. I won't mention that. I won't mention what you wrote there. Because APC has no other strategies than intimidation and rigging. So ADC should be ready for them. For Ezekwesili and Tunde Bakare, they are disgrace to humanity. The protest in Owerri was organized by Ozodima and APC. No right-thinking Imolites will do that. Nana from Egbeda. Thank you for your take on this message. Good evening, faithfulness. No nation develop overnight. Gradually, Nigeria is moving forward. Wow. Only a wise can see Nigeria arising. Okay, thank you for your take, but you didn't mention your name. My gentleman on the studio make a very good statement. This APC party have already destroyed the country in economic situation and security. They have damage in these two areas I just pointed. All right, we need new leader that has the masses as their priority. Okay, when you send a message, please leave your name on it and your location as well. Thank you for your message anyway. Good evening, Dr. Peter and Miss Faith. Good evening too. I want to applaud Dr. Anosike for his precise analysis. God bless you real good. My name is Ikenna Woke. Ikenna, thank you so much for your message. Why are APC talks always against ADC gathering? I thought they said APC is doing well. They knew they will be defeated in the next election. President Tinubu doesn't know the meaning of commander-in-chief. If not, I don't see a reason why he will not cut short his holidays because of these killings. Tinubu just wants to answer the name president. He has nothing to offer. John from Ijaniki, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, VOP and good people of Nigeria. Ikenna from Ikorodu is saying the killing over 100 of Nigeria in different states of Nigeria till now that your government has not seen any reason to make a statement is indication that Nigeria is gone if anything good is not done. Nigeria will be in big trouble. This again shows that these leaders do not care for the poor Nigerian. But if it was a politician, the senator and House of Representatives would have gone for 1 minute silence or compensation to the families. Well, God will save Nigeria. Thank you so much, Ikenna from Ikorodu. Good evening, my people out there. Good evening to you. My name is Chinedu from Alaba International Market. One thing people should understand in this country is that the more you reveal the bad deed of this APC government, the worse they deal with us, because they have seen what we can and cannot do. The youth who are supposed to fight for their future don't even listen to radio or social media. Rather, Yahoo have blinded their most of their eyes. Nigeria youth, wake up as African countries before it will be too, as other African countries before it will be too late. Thank you so much, Chinedu from Alaba International. Good evening. Oh my god, this message is very huge. I'm gonna read out some. Good evening, crew. Congratulations, the president has been on an enjoyment cruise tour from Japan to Brazil, now to France on medical tour. Why Abayo Ononuga will sell lies to you journalists state visit. Guinness Book of Records should have given him the most traveled president in the world. With a wasteful, unnecessary and unfruitful trip of a president, how many investors came to invest? Don't they have ambassadors? Don't they watch news? When a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse or misuse is inevitable. What do you expect? He said he used his money to enter power. How will he be accountable to you? But to tax the daylight and borrow to lose, turning the people to beggars and armadillo in the midst of plenty. All sectors compromised. because of 2027 elections. It is shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, that was a country. I think this is dire. Thank you so much for your message. Dr. Anosike, in fact, you're one of my favorites. I have been following all that you said. Obi Ezekwesiri and Tunde Bakare has forgotten that whatever seed you sow, you will reap. So they have sown evil against Jonathan, and definitely they will reap it. And all those that planned and succeeded in removing Jonathan as president will never know peace until they ask God for forgiveness. Evangelist Chukuma from Ikotun, thank you so much for your message. Okay, this person says people know more than people in the government and National Assembly, then get ready to contest in 2027. You didn't mention your name. Good afternoon, Dr. Anosike and Miss Faith. Is Miss Faith? I'm not Mrs. I'm not married though. I'm still single. Nigerians must remain steadfast and resilient. While some touts in Lagos may attempt to intimidate voters, we must not be discouraged. It's important that we stand united in our goal to vote the APC out of government in the 2027 elections. The government is full of lies and propaganda. Let's stay focused and committed to the change we want to see. Emma from Lagos. Thank you so much for your message. Good evening, Faith and Dr. Anosike. My name is Sam from First Tag. My take on the issue is on the fuel issue. The NUPEN should allow Dangote to do his business as it's done in any other part of the world. The day Nigerians wake up and pour to the streets and are ready to die is the day all this nonsense will stop. Please, why do your stations don't like playing voice notes? This will help some of us who can't get through to the studio line to air our view. My name is Sam from Festac. Sam from Festac, we're gonna do something about that. We'll do something about that. Thank you so much for your message. Good evening, Faithful and Peter and Suka. Good evening. Nigeria have become 100 ways to die. Imagine 61 people was killed last week. The Nigerian president still enjoying himself in Europe. That's to show you that Mr. President doesn't care about the lives of his people. On food, Tinubu can force people to sell less than what they bought because he didn't establish business for the people. Let him reserve full subsidy removal from. Okay, this is from Iwuoha Ikechukwu. Thank you so much for your message. This message is too long. Faith raised a topic of people protesting against Erufai in Imo, and Mr. Peter is speaking about something that doesn't concern the topic. I don't get how one Uzodima or one Richard relates to the topic. Could it be a result? Okay, Taye. Your message is too long. Your message is too long. I think I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna cut it from here. Good evening, VOP. I heard a caller saying he will chase away the Fulani in Imo State. That's a strong thing to say on a national radio. That's a strong ethnic bigotry. That's almost the same thing the Yorubas are gearing up against non-Yorubas in Lagos today. We condemn it in totality. Everyone should live in any region in peace, especially when they are not causing harm to your people and traditional institutions. Learn to cohabit. Let's remove ethno-religious hate from our mind. Any Nigerian has the right to live peacefully in any part of the country. Tribal hostility isn't the way forward. Osazi from Igando. Thank you for your message. Greeting to you all. If they're saying that they've reached to their limit of borrowing, that simply means that the people giving them the money has finally decided not to give them again. That's all. I pray for God to continue keeping and protecting Mr. Nosike in Jesus' name. Amen. Godson from Sulurere. Thank you so much for your message. Good evening, Faithful and Dr. Peter Anosike. Please tell people to scrutinize what they say so they won't land your station in trouble. Thank you. Everyone is angry with this government, but we still have to be careful of what we say. To know what I mean. Mustafa from Amukoko, thank you so much for your message. Okay, why asking the caller to wrap up? We should allow him to talk for as long as he desired, because the show doesn't have regulation on time. Okay, we really, if you leave someone to say, to talk from now till, what about the others that are calling? There are many calls coming in at the same time, and that is why you need to go straight to the point. Hit the what do you call it? Hit the nail on the head. Go straight to the point. Tell us what you think about the stories, and then allow someone else to talk. That's why we asked them to round up. Really sorry about that if it's made you angry. Hello, my name is Keke from Mushin. This country can still be good again. Yes, so if you come out and vote. Adewale from Oshodi. Peter Obi, he's a great man. He will never sell his integrity at all. They should just discuss about electoral reform. That is while what we all Peter Obi lovers want. If they refuse to implement the reform before 2026, all real Nigerian citizens should start heavy protest on its right to ask for it. Thank you so much, Adewale from Oshodi. Let us take more calls. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Mr. Osike. Good evening.
He's greeting. Good evening. Go ahead. Your name and location.
Yes. Please, I have one disturbing issue in our transport system now. The cost of transport is still too expensive. Why? Why is the cost of transport in Nigeria too expensive? Look, Mr. Osike, why is Mr. Dangote still selling fuel at 865? Is it not too exorbitant? He's still selling fuel. And then he claimed that Nigerian government has sold the fuel, the crude in Naira for him, or to him rather. Why is this still fuel? Fuel issue is still too expensive in Nigeria. Mr. Dangote, please reduce the cost of fuel in Nigeria. It's too expensive. Because we learned that the federal government has sold crude in Naira to you. If it's not, start shouting to federal government to save fuel in crude in Naira for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your take this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Okay, I think I lost that call. Do well to call us or send us some messages on WhatsApp. I'll do well to read them out for you to listen from here. All right, let me read out more messages. My gentleman in the studio make a very good statement. This APC have already destroyed the country. In economic situation and security, they have damaged into area. I think. All right, this is another message. We need new leader that has the masses as a priority. Bankole from Ikotu. Thank you so much for your message. Hello, please move away from the radio set.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Mr. Peter, good evening.
Good evening.
Mazi Sone calling from Ojalaba.
All right, Mazi, go ahead.
Peter, I greet you for your good job, my brother. You see, it just explains this your voice. I'm always to like to listen your analysis for that studio. You see how manage our president they for outside country in the slot our security, our innocent souls, and our president no want to return back. Even the government, they don't even talk about all these people. Yeah, now God help us for this country. My sister, you see, about of the 2023 election, when we're talking about my 2027 now, if you don't take care, you become what happened with 2023.
Hello.
Let the people educated people for up, so that you know what happened for update. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your take this evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. It's not connecting. Do well to call us back. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Good evening, Dr. Anosike fake pastor Bakare, who called himself man of God, who used 100 million to buy presidential ticket when the members of his church are hungry. I don't know the kind of people that are attending his ministry. I'm Adoche Emmanuel from Searchlight Town. Adoche, thank you so much for your message. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Anosike.
He's greeting.
My name is Levi. I'm calling from Alimosho.
All right, Levi, go ahead.
For me, so my own is, many Nigerians are calling out for, asking why the president is in abroad, why insecurity is going. So I kept thinking to myself, when he was around, did he do anything? That's the question I keep asking myself. Then I was like, that will lead you to travel, because if he comes back, another task, they will think of another task. If you leave, I mean, they enjoy himself. Another task too. Just have to say that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your take this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Let your voice be heard. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Move away from your radio set, please. Off your radio.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Your name and location?
My name is Esther, calling from Oshodi.
Where Esther? Okay, go ahead. Uh-oh, I think I lost the call and it sounded like a child's voice. All right, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Faith, I greet you, and Doctor, I think this man in Asurok, Feast on Blue. You didn't mention your name. Greetings, how are you doing, Faith? I'm doing good. I think it would be nice if your guest tried to be biased on his analysis. Are you serious? Do you think it's biased? Joe from Lekki, thank you very much for your message. Beautiful lady, good evening. Good evening to you too. Many would doubt the greatest of Nigerians because there is no rice on their table, as if rice is the parameters to measure economic standards of a nation. Shameful and annoying. Emmanuel, thank you very much for your message. Good evening, Dr. Anosike. But I think I've read your message. It's too long. I'm Wasil from Amukoko. Good evening. People are dying in Nigeria. Our president is still in France. Few months ago, the Ukraine president was in South Africa. Why that was an explosion in Kiev, the Ukraine president left South Africa immediately to attend to the issue in his country. Thank you so much, Wasil, for your message. Good evening, VOP. Mr. Peter Nasike, good evening, my man. Go ahead and tell Nigeria where we are going to is not going to be better. But I pray Nigeria should not be like Nepal village man from Idumo. Thank you so much for your message. Do well to call us on the number 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Please move away from a radio set. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Please do well to call us back. And when you call, off your radio or you shift from your radio set so that there won't be an echo feedback. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Dr. I'm speaking.
It's Faithful.
Hello, okay, Faith.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
My name is Pastor Blessing calling from Morigi.
All right, Pastor, go ahead.
Okay, a woman was asking me just this evening. She was asking me why is it that people are dying now, people are sick, that people are blind, their children is failing, what is happening? I told her that it is as a result of what people eat now. People are not eating all these foods. Somebody can eat fufu in the morning, fufu in the afternoon, fufu in the night. And when that person wants to drink tea, the person will go and look that sachet milk that are selling 15 naira. My own style is people can get sachet milk of 15 naira, 100 naira. And chemical sugar, and they say they drink tea, and one bread, and they used to try, and I don't want to call the name, you know that they something like it. So I want people to think what will happen. Their health will fail because of the cost of living it has. So people are dying now because of what they eat, because they cannot afford to buy a healthy food. So let Mr. Tinubu help the citizens. Let everybody will die because of sickness. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your take. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What do you think about the stories we just discussed this evening? Give us a take. This is Voice of the People, where we give you a voice. We give you a voice here. Beautiful Nubia said in his song, it is money we know, we do not look at capacity. It is face we look, we do not look at competence. All right. Thank you so much, Dio, for your message. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. Do well to call us back. I think I lost that call. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 903. Call us and give us your take on this stories
Hello?
discussed. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good
I'm
evening.
Kel. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to even ask Mr. Anosiki because when he was talking about the people who came out to protest against Erufai
Mm.
in Imo State, and then he said they're suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
Mm.
You're staying in Lagos, and then those people are staying in the East, and they're facing the issues of insecurity of men coming to kill them. And how can you say they are suffering from Stockholm syndrome because they don't agree to align with somebody that you once also condemned? I mean, South industry several has condemned Erufai, saying, oh, it was among those who brought terrorists to Nigeria. And I'm surprised that it's now that Erufai has moved to what's it called, ADC, and then he's now moving with Peter Obi. Suddenly he's now a good man. So I don't, sometimes when we just talk, I don't just really understand, honestly. So like the way people just talk from both sides of their mouth. So you expect the people to clap. Me, I cannot, as I am, honestly, I cannot celebrate a man like Erufai. Looking at his antecedents. Would he go to Southern Kaduna and then they will welcome him? They will clap for him and say, oh, well, he did well. When he was there, you know how many, daily, they were killing it every day when he was in Kaduna State governor. You cannot call people and say they're suffering from Stockholm syndrome because they refuse to agree with somebody they feel like they should not align with, and then you now say, oh, they're being sponsored by this. I wonder why people should just learn how to be objective. If somebody does not align with your own thoughts, don't just ordinarily just assume that, oh, they are being paid. They are the ones facing the issues where it hurts them, because they'll go to their farm and they'll be killed by the same terrorists, and then you now say they should welcome an Erufai because they have moved to the ADC. Honestly, sometimes I just get tired of listening to radio, honestly.
Thank you for calling in. Doctor, do you have anything to say about this?
Those people were sponsored by Hope Uzodinma, and they are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Uzodinma is the enemy of Imo State, not Erufai. I will say it over and over, and I will defend it anywhere. Imo State is like Borno State. Or Imo State is like Borno, Imo State is like Zamfara State. What is happening in Imo State is grossly underreported. People are missing, people are dying every day in Imo State.
All right, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. We're going to be taking just one more call and then we'll leave the studio this evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome to the
show. It's a pastor blessing calling them.
Thank you. Your name and location.
So I'm calling from what I want to say regarding the last caller. Is it Erufai is the problem of Nigeria now? That last caller that just called now, is he happy with Nigeria? What is he saying concerning what our president is doing now? But people cannot buy the good food and eat. We should leave this tribalism alone. Erufai, is he the president of Nigeria? That young man that just called, please, how much are they selling bread in his side? How much are they selling banana? They do not see the killing that is happening everywhere. They do not see what is happening in Nigeria. Erufai, you see the problem of Nigeria now. This current government told us that they will fix Nigeria. So why are we just killing ourselves? What is this saying concerning Mr. President? So the way they are throwing money, everything that is happening in Nigeria now, look at how he is just saying. That man that just published now, is he living fine? It's Nigeria today. Please, we should just help ourselves. What if Erufai travel to Imo State? They have right to travel anywhere. Why would they do riot against him or protest against him? So let us just help ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your take. This is my last caller for today, and I'll read this final message and then we'll leave the studio. Good evening, Dr. Anosika and Faith. About the brigandage by APC talks against ADC gathering, I think yesterday or a day before, I read Dumebi lamenting that he knew that Mahmoud Yakubu should recognize the ADC to whittle down Tinubu chances in 2027. I is still looking for an evidence to know who employed him and who he's working for. The evidence is very obvious. Eugene Mary from Isheri, thank you so much. Our YouTube family, we appreciate you all. I'll send you messages. For those that are listening through the radio set, thank you so much for tuning in. for those that sent their messages and are also calling. Thank you so much for staying with us on Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Dr. Anosike, thank you so much for your great analysis. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. See you next week, Saturday, by 4 again to 6 p.m. every Saturday. Thank you so much for staying with. And I remain your host, Faithfulness Woke. Bye.